Tulsa will kick off, and we'll get this game started. Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Back to throw, it's Watson. Defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
And the Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Now sliding to his left. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, can there be a better start for a defense than setting the tone with back-to-back sacks, forcing a 3rd and long, first time out the gates. Really good job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Maybe just trying to get some breathing room to kick it away. Got it in the middle, it's Black. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Brown has it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bearcats want to crank the tempo.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Running back searching for a hole. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Going airborne.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game to really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. The Bearcats trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Touchdown, Bearcats! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. That's caught. It's Presley. At the 35, he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Tulsa wasting no time.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man. It's Richardson. There he goes. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Foley. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. To the air, it's Hayes. Trying to bull his way in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. And to the house. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary, make that big play.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good to finish things off. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. If you like like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football. That last touchdown drive was huge, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Watson. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. Running to Green. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Bearcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, running back gets to give. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the Staples
brings into the open. Got the first down and more. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Here comes the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Hayes. Fires to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Golden Hurricane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to change this route. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Working that left side now. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
One more snap coming before halftime. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They'll immediately call timeout. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield, it's Hayes. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Tulsa. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Big gamble pays off on offense. I know there are a lot of coaches out there that would have just kicked that field goal in the final play of the first half. Instead, they decide to throw it. And when you've seen these two guys hook up as many times as they have in the past, why not just do it? Great job executing. They're on the same page. They get the score in the end zone on the short throw, and they've got the lead going into halftime.
And the Bearcats will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance. Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Bearcats. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Tulsa wasting no time. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Tulsa trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Pulls it in, it's Presley. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Oh, they're after him. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Unleashes one deep. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. On the move, he fires. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. To the air, it's Hayes. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. Gets the first himself. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside.
Touchdown, Golden Hurricane! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give to the tailback.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Watson. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. Steps away. And the rush will get to him at the 25. That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
It's just not the type of game this guy envisioned. Being in the second half, being less than 50% completions, he has not found any success throwing it. A lot of that you got to give to the defense. They've been in the right place.
And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. They get to him as he throws. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Great place to start for this offense. To the air, it's Hayes. Quarterback extends the play. It's complete on the right side. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know,